Peace be unto you and greetings, family. I would like to say Happy Mother's Day to those mothers and mothers who do not actually have biological children, who are the aunts, the grandmothers, to the caretakers, the godmothers. I learned that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said a mother is one who nourishes, nurtures, and develops the young so that they may be able to come into the nature of who they are. And so you don't necessarily have to be a biological mother to have that motherly instinct. And I also want to recognize you on every day of the year, because Mother's Day is just not on the second Sunday of May. So happy Mother's Day. Now, I want to talk about the value of the woman, and why is it that brothers nowadays don't really appreciate a virtuous woman? What is it that we have deviated so much that when a virtuous woman comes along, and I'll explain to you what a virtuous woman is, and many of us may already know what that virtuous woman is because we've been taught in church through Proverbs 31, all those characteristics that a virtuous woman has. Why is it that a virtuous woman or a righteous woman, it's hard for her to get a righteous man? It's hard for her to get a man who recognizes her value and recognizes her worth. We say we love our mothers. We just celebrated our mothers and talked about all the wonderful things that they have done for us. But isn't she a woman? Doesn't she deserve to be valued? And doesn't the woman who will be a woman in the future deserve to be valued just as much? I beg to differ. That many of these brothers, they treat us less than who we really are. So I just want to talk about, why is it hard for a righteous woman to be able to be recognized for her value and her worth by a righteous man? Now, women, more so black women, especially in the media, in television, have been seen as nothing but a tart. Something that's delicious, that's delectable, something that will whet the palate, something that's sweet, but nothing that we really hold up in high regards. When Michelle Obama became the first lady, there was a journalist who, one of the first things that she boiled her down to was baby got back. Why is it that a black woman's stock and trade is in her physical appearance and her physical body? Our stock and trade is in our breasts and in our booty. When we look at war and the spoils of war, what you typically find are the women are the spoils of war. When you look at the evolution of any civilization, what do? You always look at where the state of the woman is. And if we looked at the state of the woman here in the United States, then we can see that her value and her worth is very low. And when we talk about value, how do we regard her? What standard do we regard her in? And so we're at a stage now that we have to reform, we have to resurrect, and we have to transform the woman. Because what we're finding is that we see ourselves sexualized. We see ourselves as the only thing that we have to give is nothing but our bodies. Then in essence, what we end up getting is those who want to treat us like a dog in heat. And we know what that is, and so we get dogs who pursue us, but they don't give us much in the end. When you look at a man who values you, who values your worth, he pursues you, he decides that, you are such that he wants to spend the rest of your life with, what does he do? He gets on his hands and his knees. Why does he bow down to you? Because he understands the significance that what he's asking for is something extremely supreme. But what you find nowadays is we don't have many black men and black women who value the institution of marriage, who don't even value each other in our worth and our essence. So we see the single parent homes, we see the broken families, we see the abuse, we see the domestic violence, we see the sexual abuse, we see the women who choose to be with other women because they've had such a hard time dealing with their own men. We see a lot of consequences because of the diminished and the degrading value of the woman. But I say to you, brothers, that if you start lifting your woman up, and by lifting her up, you're lifting yourself up. And not only are you lifting yourself up, you're lifting a civilization up. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says that when there is no such thing as a no good woman, because if she is no good, she was made that way by a no good man. See, heaven lies at the feet of mother. And if we understand the concept that we don't have to wait till we die in order to have heaven on earth, that heaven comes through the woman, just like Jesus and Muhammad and everybody else in this world came through a woman. And when we start elevating the woman, and when the woman starts becoming reformed and transformed and resurrected, then we'll have a different type of society. We'll have a different civilization. So I say this: when you teach a man, you teach an individual. But when you teach a woman, you teach a civilization. And a nation cannot rise higher than its woman. So if we say we love our mothers, then we must love our women, and we must protect and secure them. Thank you.